Annyeong. Hello, I am the Dark Fae, and welcome back to Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. Are you ready for the most climactic investigation you've ever seen? Here we go. Nagito is right there. First, we need to look at the Monokuma file. The victim is Nakito Komaeda. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. So, like, as soon as the fireworks went off, he died? Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. But there's no way anybody was, like, able to do this beforehand, unless it was Sonia, who happened to be at the military base instead of in the central island. No, there's totally time. If he was hiding there and we all went our separate ways, we've no idea. That's right. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. Really kind of spread out like Da Vinci's man, huh? Ooh, how did they make that spear? What a tragic situation. Just reading this is making me depressed. Huh? Is there something wrong with the Monokuma file? Yeah, normally it doesn't tell us the exact time of death, right? Again? But what's wrong with it? Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs, but that doesn't tell us what the actual cause of death is. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled in his right hand. It doesn't tell us what killed him. Yep. It's definitely weird. Well, I guess I'll find out if I look around. That's what the investigation is for. Don't worry or form conclusions on your own. That makes me more worried than I should be. Are you saying you don't trust Chiaki? We can discuss it later. Right now is our only chance to investigate. So we should investigate first. See? If we don't, there won't be anything for us to discuss. Yeah, that's how it works. Well, I guess you're right. Then let's start with the area surrounding Nakito's body. I should start with the back of the warehouse. Since the curtain blocked most of the water, this area wasn't affected by the sprinklers that much. Thanks to that, I can properly investigate Nagito's body. I never thought I'd have to investigate Nagito's body. Say investigate Nagito's body more, why don't ya? He probably didn't expect to end up like this either. Unless he did, and he's the one who staged this whole thing. Huh? I want to know what this is about. Monokuma's dead. There's blood coming out of his stomach. Hey. No response. He's dead, Jim. Oh, hello. Just kidding. I'm not dead. Is this one of the life-size plushies that were being produced at this factory? If you're mistaking a plushie for me, then there's something wrong with you. You're a stuffed animal too. Don't put oversized garbage there. It's so misleading.
What the heck?
What are you calling oversized garbage? Could this be one of Monokuma's tricks? And why'd he do it? Making a hole like it got stabbed and going to the trouble of dirtying the hole with blood. Did he try to imitate Nagito's body or something? That's fucked up.
What are you saying?
I had nothing to do with that. Huh?
You're so evil.
He's probably lying. Seriously, you're always lying. You should just die like that plushie over there.
What's this?
You seem more pissed than usual these days, Monomi, but you better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can wipe you out easily, you know. I won't give in to your threats. I'll fight you until the very end.
I can't lose.
I will definitely take back the seat of world supremacy from Monokuma. What? World supremacy? Looks like those annoyances are gone. Okay. If it wasn't Monokuma's trick, then who did this? Could the killer have done this? If so, is this Nagito's blood? I have no idea how this connects to the incident. But it's important, apparently. I'm muted, sorry. But everything good and bad about him is gone. We'll never be confused by him again. We'll never be saved by him again. No, now isn't the time to think about unnecessary things. I need to focus on the investigation right now. Oh god, just also his expression, just oof. For now, I need to investigate everything about his body that catches my eye. Okay, the spear. A spear with a flashy ornament on it is impaled deeply into Nagito's stomach.
There's no way around it. That looks like the fatal wound.
What's this?
Oh my, what's this? Such a strange looking spear, isn't it? A cord extends from the tip of the handle, and there's an iron weight attached to it.
Phew.
I see. You use the cord as a whip to capture the enemy and deliver the final blow with the spear.
Is this your first time looking at this too?
Of course not. This is the spear of Gungnir, right?
Okay, so for those of you who have seen the spear of Gungnir, that was like what the way Monokuma killed Junko in the beginning, which was also a falsehood, which makes me think this is a falsehood. So, you definitely just came up with that now.
Hey!
By the way, I wanted to ask you, where did that spear come from? I feel like I saw it at Nizumi Castle.
What?
What? Nizumi Castle?
What the hell?
I was designed to be afraid of mice, so I can't go in there. Damn you mice! Damn you all to hell!
I see. Even he doesn't know what's inside that castle. So he doesn't know the code? Well, more importantly, I need to focus on the investigation. The spear definitely catches my eye, but the weight on the end of the cord coming out of the handle, it looks like that part has blood on it too. But for some reason, this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. Where they gripped it? It's about the size of a human fist. It's strange that this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it, unless a human fist was holding it, in which case look at the back of Nagito's left hand. Was Nagito left-handed? Do we know? Also, Chiaki mentioned this earlier, but apparently that spear came from Nizumi Castle. It might be better if I confirm that later. But the only one to get into Nizumi Castle before us was Nagito. And then I can't remember if that spear was there when we went, because I don't think I examined it. I examined the code immediately. The knife is stabbed through Nagito's right hand. Did the killer do this? How could they do something so cruel?
This knife, it must be from the military base.
Military base? Ah, now that you mention it, you're right. It looks like a survival knife.
Well, by the way, it seems the wound on his legs and left arm were caused by that same knife.
Which means after the killer was finished stabbing Nagito's legs and left arm, they stabbed the knife through his right hand?
It cannot be.
And then they finished him off with a spear.
How cruel.
How cruel.
Then, does that mean the killer went to the trouble of using two weapons, a knife and a spear? But they could have just killed him by stabbing him with the knife. Why did they need to use a spear at all?
You are right.
That is definitely strange. Was there a reason they had to use it?
A reason they had to use the spear, huh? Okay. There's a cut on his upper left arm. His legs and right hand have stab wounds, but this wound looks like a slice. That's probably the reason that the wound on his left arm doesn't look that deep compared to the other wounds. But regardless, it doesn't change the fact that it's a hideous wound and there's blood everywhere.
There's something strange.
Strange what?
See? Look at the palm of his left hand. I think that blood is from when his left arm was sliced, but... Doesn't the blood splatter look strange? It cuts off right in the middle of his palm.
Yeah, it definitely cuts off. Because he was holding something, right? What do you think the stab wounds were inflicted afterward to throw this off? Like the knife maybe was in his hand and then they took it out after? Or he was holding the spear, the cord, which means that there must have been two people present. Maybe that's as far as the blood could reach when it splattered.
Well, that would explain the blood in his palm, but...
There's something else that's strange. The blood on the back of his hand, maybe?
When you flip it over and look at the back of his hand,
Well,
Oh, that's interesting. So only like here and here? That's super weird. So it would have been like this, like his hands fit closed and then the blood got in it. So if he was like gripping the knife like this and then he got stabbed and then the blood splatter would have gone like this, right? So I really do think I think if that's the case, and assuming he's holding the knife and not the cord maybe, then yeah.
Here, there's also blood, but only above the middle joint of each finger.
You're right. Why is it only on this part? I just explained it. Potentially.
see?
See, it's just as I said, right? It's strange, right?
They also use the word "right" too much in this game, like this. It's not good writing. It's very awkward. It makes for a very awkward reading/dialogue. Sorry, the writer in me is nitpicking.
I win.
Yeah, sure, you win. Were we competing? But it's definitely strange. What did the killer do to make the blood splatter like this? Blood on the left hand. There's also face. Let's do the face last. Feet. Both of Nagito's legs are tied up. Each rope is tied to the pillars nearby. He wouldn't have been able to move at all. According to the Monokuma file, the wounds on his legs are all stab wounds. Does that mean the killer didn't just tie up Nagito? They also stabbed his legs? Why would the killer do something like that?
Damn it!
At any rate, it's pretty sadistic. The killer must have been holding a huge grudge towards him. Or they might have been torturing him. Torture?
Huh?
I mean, if they just wanted to kill him, they could have just stabbed him once in the chest, right? If you disregard the spear in his chest, the other wounds were inflicted for reasons other than killing. Which means the wounds all over Nagito's body were from the killer torturing him? If that's the case, what was the killer trying to make Nagito confess? What if this is like... Because I don't think Byakuya was real. So what if this like imposter dude, who was dressed up as Byakuya, dressed up as Nagito, and then he and Nagito had like a head-to-head, and then the real Nagito killed this guy and tried to get him to confess that he's the traitor. Except I don't know where the real Nagito would be, so unless Nagito's the actual traitor, and then he's just doing, who knows. Was it something that would have led to the traitor?
Even so.
Well, even if this was torture, there's no doubt that the killer must have held a deep grudge toward Nagito.
Damn it!
Because Nagito was going to... He's the reason that Teru ended up killing Byakuya, right? So maybe he's like the cause of death for him in the... I don't know. Refusing to let him die easily. I could totally understand a dark impulse like that. But even if they held a grudge against him, would they really have gone this far? People do crazy things. Murder wounds, what's the face? He must have been in great pain. He clearly had this agonizing look on his face when he died. His mouth is covered with duct tape. Was this to keep Nagito from screaming for help?
This is
Jeez,
bad.
what a horrible look on his face. The blood splattered all over it doesn't help either. It's a good thing his mouth is covered with duct tape, otherwise I wouldn't be able to look at him. Got a minute? Sorry, excuse me.
Chucky moved past Kazuichi and me and squatted down next to Nagito's face. Oh, I don't like that. And in one swift movement, she ripped the duct tape off of his mouth. Hey, what are you doing?
It's gonna be fine.
It'll be fine. I'll put it back right away once I'm done investigating here.
Hey, hey, hey!
Putting the tape back isn't the issue, you ungrateful swine. You're gonna get cursed. The blood on Nakito's face. It looks like it mostly came from the slice on his left arm. If that's the case...
Man.
It's no use. She's not listening.
Hey, hey!
Hey, about the blood splattered on his face. There's no blood under the duct tape.
Huh?
What's wrong with that?
Well,
This duct tape has crinkles, like it was sticking toward the inside of his mouth, right?
Like it was... What? Okay.
Nagito was probably desperately moving his mouth under the duct tape. Seriously, what's wrong with that?
She means Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he got those wounds all over his body. So he tried to shout, which caused the duct tape to get sucked into his mouth a bit. But what's wrong with that? Is that something we really need to worry about? Because I feel like those knife wounds were inflicted after he died. I don't really get it, but just put the duct tape back on his mouth already.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right.
Interesting. Anyway, this might be some kind of clue too. I should remember it. Creepy. That face is so scary. Is that everything? Oh no, burnt rope. This is what I don't quite get. Nagito's right wrist is tied with rope. But it looks like the tip of that rope burned off. Could this be a result of the fire? That's weird. If the rope is burned off like this, where was it tied to then? Why are Nagito's clothes completely unaffected by the fire when he was so close to the blaze? I guess I'm done with the area surrounding Nagito's body. Jeez, I can't believe I actually investigated such a grisly looking body. Even I'm surprised at myself. Does this mean I'm used to it? My classmate's dead body is right in front of me, and one of my peers is the killer responsible. I have to investigate his death so I can find his killer. Am I used to something as abnormal as that? That would mean I'm becoming abnormal too. Well, you're in an abnormal situation. Like, you need to be able to adapt and, like, deal with this. Because if it keeps happening again, otherwise you're just gonna, your body's gonna, like, freak out and like, not be able to process this information. So, sucks, but you're in a shitty situation. I can't look at the blood splatter all the way up here. Was he hanging from the... Okay. Oh, there's the lighter. I was like, what? This is... It's an oil lighter. This is where the curtains would have been hanging. It also looks like the fire did extensive damage here. If the oil lighter was placed here...
Just kidding.
An oil lighter. Someone probably wanted to keep warm.
Bring it on.
It's a most foolish thought. This is clearly the cause of the fire.
Well,
Oil lighters can continue to burn even after someone lets go of them.
which means...
So using that, the curtain was set on fire.
Using the oil lighter, huh? Do you think the killer set up some sort of trick with it?
You are right.
The killer probably planned to destroy evidence by setting this warehouse on fire.
It caused a fire to destroy evidence? It's the only reason I can think of why a killer would set fire to their crime scene, but... Okay, okay. What was the other thing? Oh, the fire grenades. Looks like a bunch of plastic bottles. Remnants of plastic are scattered all over the place. This is probably... Yeah. Those fire grenades that we used to put out the fire. Well, they weren't actually that useful in the end. The fire was only extinguished thanks to the sprinklers. Well, nonetheless, this evidence really isn't all that strange. Okay, so I guess we talk to everybody now? Oh god, Akane's right there. I'm not freaking out about it like Kazuichi, but I definitely can't stop thinking about it. When the Monokuma timer reaches 0 2 days from now, what's gonna happen?
Huh?
Huh? What's gonna happen?
That's obviously
This rotten
wrong.
school trip is gonna end, right? We can finally go back home. You're still that optimistic?
Jeez.
Carefree to the end. Does that mean you don't think that'll happen?
Well, yeah.
Monokuma might be planning to make us do something after the countdown ends.
Hey,
What do you mean, something?
shut up!
He's
shut
making
up.
us kill each other, you know? What could be worse than that?
Damn it!
Mike, I can't do a Kazuichi voice today for some reason. I don't know. But this is Monokuma we're talking about, you know? There's no way this will end smoothly with a countdown. Anyway, like you said before, if we screw up here, it's the end for us. For now, let's focus on the investigation. We'll think about the countdown after we live through the class trial.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
You.
And don't bring up strange stuff like that. Let's just get her over with. It mattered for Gundam's killing and for Mikan's. But it looks like it's different this time. It doesn't matter this time. What doesn't matter?
So...
The time! Looks like the time doesn't matter. It was clearly written in the Monokuma file. The time of death was noon sharp. If it was at noon, what were we doing at that time? And what were we doing? Well, right now it's
time.
It's 12:30 p.m. So it also has a clock function. And that means Nagito died 30 minutes ago. It's soon.
Huh?
Like, really soon. Huh? It happened that recently? He's totally a fresh kill! Fresh seems like a bad way to describe it. If it happened 30 minutes ago, was it around the time we were struggling with the bombs? She's actually contributing in a mildly, like, helpful way? You're right. Those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon. Which means whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time is Nagito's killer, but we were all there. But this could be like when Nakamaru died. The killer could have also used some kind of automatic setup. Also, the crime looks very detailed, so they would have needed time to prepare. And whoever doesn't have an alibi before we found the bombs is suspicious.
Huh?
Wait, none of us have an alibi for that time. That's when we all split up to search for the bombs. Yeah, that's the problem. Okay.
So just as I thought.
Only everyone could go home. Nothing would make me happier. No, we should finish the class trial. Then we can think about what will happen after.
Okay, they're not actually providing clues. One of us killed Nagito in such a cruel way. It's too bizarre. I can't do anything except laugh. She looks like she's deep in thought while staring at the ceiling. What happened? Is there something strange about the ceiling?
Yep.
Yeah, about that sprinkler.
That's one of the sprinkler heads that activated to put out the fire.
Well,
You can see a girder right next to it, right? There.
see?
Can you see that red streak?
I was wondering about that. Huh? You're right, I definitely see it. It looks like a small red line on the ceiling girder.
Perhaps.
Is that blood?
Blood? The color definitely looks like blood. It's so pink, but there's no way blood could get up there, right? Plus, it's in a straight line, so maybe like... Oh! Wait, no, there's no way. If you were like hanging onto the ceiling and then like fell... No, I don't know, man.
That's why I've been staring at it. I think it's strange.
It's definitely strange. I should remember this. This is definitely by far the most interesting investigation. Now then, I guess that's enough investigating the area behind the curtain. The killer's goal wasn't just killing Nagito. There should have been another reason as well. If not, they wouldn't have gone to the trouble of tying him with a rope and covering his mouth with duct tape. Not just that, there's no reason to inflict any wounds other than a fatal one. So what was the reason? Looks like I better investigate other areas to find that out. Alright, we should try investigating the other areas inside this warehouse first, okay? Oh, snap. Oh, there's some stuff, okay. An MP3 player? This is an MP3 player. There's even a speaker plugged into it. But why is this here?
Maybe.
It looks like the weird music was playing from there. You know, that music that was blaring when the fire started? Yeah, you're right. I don't remember that at all. Looks like it's busted from getting drenched by the... Oh, looks like it's busted from getting drenched by the sprinklers. I can't do Kazuichi's voice right now. There's no mistaking it. That music was playing from the MP3 player. I don't disagree with that, but why was the killer playing music from this? To cover up the sound of screaming? I don't know. The Monokuma plushies? Panels? There are a lot of tipped over Monokuma panels. The panel near the curtain in the back is tipped over and burned. Did the fire do the— oh, like a domino effect? And then it... But why are they all scattered like this? The last time I came here, I seem to recall... they should have been neatly put away.
Maybe we're the ones who made this mess?
Huh?
See?
Look, the tipped over panel by the entrance is really close to the door, right?
Oh, so we caused the fire when we opened the door, and then the Monokuma panels fell over and like hit the curtain or hit the lighter maybe that was set there.
So maybe the reason these panels are tipped over is... It's fine, I'll open it slowly. No, that's not the problem. Seriously, it'll be fine! With those words, Akane brushed off everyone's warnings and slowly opened the door to the warehouse. Huh? It's not opening. Is there something blocking the door? I can barely open it. I knew it. It's a trap. Seriously, just stop it, okay? Didn't I tell you it'll be fine? I just gotta use a little more force. What happened to opening it slowly? Akane ignored their protests, and with a mighty kick, the door flew open. I don't remember that happening. It's been a while since I've filmed this. The previous. Could it be? Was that it?
Well?
And there's something else I've been wondering.
Hey.
These Monokuma panels are tipped over starting from the entrance to the back of the warehouse, right? They seem to be lying on top of each other in a straight line. Yeah, compared to the other tipped over panels, that line is the only one that's neat and orderly.
So...
Isn't this clearly strange? Strange. That means we can speculate this was done intentionally. Okay. Do I have to talk to everyone again? Looks like Sonia is focused on investigating the warehouse. Which reminds me, there's something I needed to ask her about. Now that we've pretty much finished investigating Nakito's body, I think it's time to talk to her. Hey Sonia, do you have a minute? Yes? What is it? I want to talk to you about when that fake bomb Nakito set in the warehouse exploded. Huh? Right before it exploded, you said something like this, right? It is alright, it is not a bomb. That word for word. Why did you know the bombs were a fake? Well, that's not all either. When we were looking for the bombs, why were you at the military base? I thought you were supposed to be searching the central island. Plus, when I called for you, you didn't come to the factory right away. Where were you and what were you doing during that time? Oh my.
It cannot be.
Do you suspect me? It is a misunderstanding. I am not the killer. Whoa, what? Jesus, shit, you son of a bitch! Sonia?
I am sorry.
I am terribly sorry. I was panicking. I shall calm down and explain to you why I was at the military base. When I first explored the final island, I discovered a vast amount of bombs there. Huh?
Well?
At first, I was worried someone might use them for nefarious purposes, for nefarious reasons if I announced it to everyone. So, I kept silent the whole time. Does that mean when you heard Nagito planted bombs, you got suspicious and went to investigate them?
That is...
And as I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found. And because you were searching for them, you were late when we were all gathered?
Please listen.
And because of that, I reached a conclusion. The bombs Nagito brought were from the military base, which means they were fake bombs. How did you find out that the bombs at the military base were fake? You just tried to light them? Yeah, I called it again. Because I attempted to use one of them. What?
I see.
I thought one of the bombs would be strong enough to blast open the door to the ancient ruin. At the time, I still believed the bombs were real. And I thought that I could use one of them to gain entrance to the ancient ruin.
However, that plan was an utter failure.
You see Monomi in the corner, just like hiding.
The bomb was not real. It was merely a fireworks display. God damn it, all to hell!
She's so funny when she
I
cusses.
see. So that's why you're the only one who knew the bombs at the military base were fake.
I guess that's what she must have been doing.
I did. As did Monami as well. She was also secretly peeking at the bomb. Which means...
If those bombs are the same ones that disappeared, it would mean Nagito took them. That is why I knew it was a fake. However, I did think it was strange when Nagito blew up the hotel lobby. Yeah, jeez. That bomb was real, and I could not stop thinking about it. But upon further reflection, that might have been Nagito's plan all along. He showed us a real bomb to make us believe that the bombs he set were real as well. Yeah. If so, then Nagito's actions were extremely calculated. When are they not? When are they not? But the problem is his reason for doing it. With this, I have explained everything.
Do you have a minute?
There should be no more reason for you to doubt me.
You're right, I got it. Okay, interesting. Someone's gonna doubt Sonia, for sure. Alright, I pretty much finished looking for clues inside the warehouse. I was able to find some clues, but there's still so many things I don't understand yet. Wouldn't it be crazy if it just went ding dong bing bong right now?
Hold it.
Or sorry, ding dong dong ding. Is that what it is?
You look worried.
Yeah, I am.
Well,
At a time like this, it might be good if you broaden your investigation range.
You mean it's good to investigate other places as well? She might be right. There are several things I've been wondering about besides the crime scene. The military base that Sonia mentioned, the plushie factory next door, Nizumi Castle where their spear originally came from, and Nagito's room, too. Okay, 4 more places. If I'm going to understand the reason for his actions, I need to know more about him.
I'm pretty sure the others have already finished investigating.
can you hear me?
Hey, you guys! Isn't it about time we leave this place and try exploring other areas too?
In response to Chiaki, the others gathered around her.
I see.
I agree.
I see.
I was just thinking about proceeding to another area. It seems we had the same idea.
But is it safe? There won't be anyone to guard the crime scene. Is Akane going to do it?
Yep.
We don't have a choice. There just aren't enough of us. Besides, we've investigated all we can here.
I guess you're right.
See?
Also, it looks like the clues we found aren't enough to piece this incident together. So, we need to search for them in other areas. Probably. Well, alternatively, if there aren't any clues in other areas either, we'd have to give up completely.
You don't really need to say that.
Hey, hey!
Then it's okay if we leave this place? It's okay. Yeah. Alright, there's no time for us to stand around. In order to survive, there's no other way except to do it. In order to survive, we need to find Akito's killer. If we don't sacrifice that person, nobody could survive. That's our reality. That's why there's no time for us. We get it, just go investigate already. No one talks like this in real life. Or thinks like this. They just go do it. Sorry, sometimes this game's writing really pisses me. It really pisses me off. I clicked on Sonia. The life-size Monokuma plushies are crammed inside an enormous basket. But it looks like there aren't any clues here. Let's talk to Sonia first.
My!
I have never seen so many Monokumas in my life.
Well, Monokuma isn't exactly someone you would normally run into.
However, while I was staring at all these Monokumas, a thought occurred to me.
I love how they just keep replaying this.
The bomb that went off at the lobby might have been set up here.
Huh?
Do you have a minute?
If you hide the bomb inside a Monokuma plushie, it would make a frightening weapon. Do you not think the group that is forcing us to kill each other would devise something like that?
Amazing!
A plushie bomb is an act of terrorism.
I could never put a bomb inside a plushie. My poor plushies. Look at them. Hang on. There we go. Now you can see them.
All right!
No!
Let us rip these apart right away so we can confirm it.
Hold on. If there was a bomb inside these, wouldn't it explode if we carelessly messed with it?
Easy as pie!
Either way, it is all gravy.
All gravy? What the hell does that mean?
Enough already!
Stop! There's no bomb.
Hey!
You'll know if you just pick me up, see? All you'll feel is a soft weight of cotton. I thought he was like a robot.
I see.
You
I
are
see.
right.
However...
Then, where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used?
Who knows?
I wonder, in the final dead room.
Hmm.
If I'm gonna give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base.
What?
To tell you the truth, the bombs there are all fakes.
Please wait!
I know that already. You should have said so earlier.
No.
Well, I thought if I kept quiet, it would foreshadow that a killing was gonna happen. That's why I'm just now telling you for the first time. Phew, I feel relieved. But if the bomb wasn't from the military base or this factory, then he brought it from the Octagon, yeah.
Well done.
I must say, you have a good eye there, Sonia. Putting a bomb inside one of my plushies seems like a splendid idea. Let's try it!
That is...
Did I say something I should not have said?
It's not your fault. Don't worry about it. Oh, okay. Interesting. Monokuma's account. The laptop, maybe? That reminds me, when we saw Nagito's video message on this laptop... Is he still watching this from somewhere? If he's not, then how did he time his message message so perfectly? No, it looks like the video was set to play after the explosion by a wireless signal from the detonator. But why did he have to use a video message? That's the one thing I don't get, because he was already dead. Maybe this wasn't set up by Nagito? At the time, Nagito should have already been killed, which means that video was recorded in advance. That's right. Besides that video, there might be data on this laptop that could be used as a clue. With that thought in mind, I tried messing around with the laptop, but it's no use. It's locked. There's no way I can examine it. I can't read today. I'm sorry. But if it's locked, then maybe there really is something inside. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Okay. Apparently the bombs that were stuffed on this truck were actually fireworks. Which reminds me, this truck looks like it came from the military base. Nagito must have brought it from there. Other than that, okay, there's nothing here, too? What? I don't think this is anything. That's an enormous machine, but it's stubborn. There's nothing related to the incident. Is that it? I guess that's it. No, this is the break room. Is there anything important in here? The break room, this is where we turn the furnace. Anything inside? Nothing on the floor, looks like a clue, okay. Okay, I guess there's nothing there. So what? Plushie Factory, Nagito's room, Nizumi Castle, and what was the other one? The military base, that's right. Okay. I hope I got everything. I didn't feel like I did, but... Kazuichi, do I just talk to you? Is that all I have to do?
Man.
Damn it. This dangerous place is the reason all this messed up stuff is happening. Leaving guns out in the open is totally dangerous. Seriously, they gotta take better care of these. It's easy to say that, but there's no one on this island who can do that. Oh, okay, so not talking to you. Truck. Sorry, monster truck. When I tried looking through the truck bed, it's empty, nothing's here. When I first came here, there was something on the truck bed, which means Sonia was telling the truth.
However,
And as I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found.
We just heard this like 5 minutes ago. But did Nagito know the bombs weren't real? It's possible that he thought they were the real thing. No, never mind. He said as much in his video message. So, were you surprised? Seriously, think about it. Do you really think there are enough bombs to blow up an entire island? Even if there were, a guy like me would never be able to use them. He knew the bombs were fake. He only did what he did to weed out the traitor. No, is that really it? Did Nagito only do that to expose the traitor? Maybe there was a different motive behind his actions. Set it up so he could kill Nagito. If Nagito didn't set this up. Again, I still think there's like some guy going around who's not actually dead. A huge supply of guns and other firearms are stuffed into the truck bed. Ah, found it! What'd you find?
Huh?
Well, that truck bed over there has guns in it, but I also found stuff like a survival knife? Wait, that's like the one stabbed into his hand. Isn't that the same type of knife that was stabbed through Nagito's right hand? Yeah,
Maybe.
which means the killer obtained that knife here.
All right.
So the killer is someone who visited this military base at least once, didn't everyone? That's everyone, though. Nope, not me. This is the first time I've been here. That sounds fishy. Yeah, convenient, sir. Oh, the tank. If the bombs are fake, this might be fake too, but I'm not brave enough to check for myself. Okay, but we didn't get an actual clue, did we? That dreadful helicopter, the one that executed Teru Teru. So there's nothing else then. Am I missing stuff? Uh-oh. Either way, I feel like I missed stuff. We do have to go there. Nagito's, I just said where I had to go. Nagito's room, Izumi Castle. There should be that, like, that rock on the end. Oh, what if the spear was used to scratch out the code? Oh, it's like a harpoon thing. A spear with a flashy ornament on it is hanging from the wall. Spear is definitely it, right?
I see.
Just as I thought. Looks exactly like a spear that killed Nagito. That same whip-like cord is attached to the handle and there's a weight at the end of it.
Also,
Plus, it looks like one of the spears on the wall is missing. There's no mistaking it. The killer took one of the spears and used it as a weapon. Spear at Gungnir, huh? Monokuma would totally come up with a lame name like that. But why did the killer use a spear and a knife?
well, yeah.
Yeah, they could have just killed him with a knife, and it would have been easier too. There's no way a spear like this with this unnecessary cord thing on it would be easy to use. Yeah, it definitely looks hard to wield. Are they gonna try and frame Hajime? Since I was the one sent to explore this island? I don't know. Yeah, it definitely looks hard to wield. But still, they chose the spear for a reason. What could that reason be? I feel a little bit tired. What? No matter how much I investigate, I don't feel any closer to the truth. That's probably why I feel this way. I'm feeling the strange feeling that I've never felt before. As if Nagito is trying to make us suffer, even after he's died. Yo. Well, now's not the time to think about stupid things like that. I haven't even investigated his cottage yet. It's too early to start complaining. If we investigate that place, we might be able to find some kind of clue. Alright, let's go. Suspicious. Suspicious. Okay, we've got here. Oh, that's Chiaki. Alright, so... Oh, hey guys.
Hajime.
Hajime.
What's this?
Oh my, you want to go inside Nagito's room too?
What are you gonna do?
I was just listening to Chiaki's request. She wants me to unlock the door in Nagito's cottage because she really needs it for the class trial. Ew, what the fuck? She begged me to do it while she was licking my black eye. I didn't do that.
Boy,
And do it. It's sweet because it's made out of black bean paste.
Hey, we don't have time to mess around. Hurry up and unlock the damn door.
Fine, fine.
Fine. I guess I have no choice. I just gotta do that, right?
Now then.
Now then.
Ba-ba-ba-loose.
Bavavoodoo's.
Bye-bye.
See, I've opened the door. You can freely investigate now.
This isn't my first time seeing that, but why does the door open with a spell like that?
Perhaps.
Maybe the cottage key is computerized?
Hey,
More
hey.
importantly, let's go inside now that the door is open.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, I'm so curious. Is that a... What? What? The box? Glowing Monomi? Oh, didn't Monomi say that her box of things, or her secret box was stolen? So, Nagito was living here. What was he thinking inside this room? What was he feeling as he spent his days in here? Can't even imagine. Wanting to see absolute hope. Becoming despair so he could act as a stepping stone for the rest of us. No matter how much I think about it, I just don't understand him at all. I don't even know if he truly believed that. It was especially weird these past few days, because I don't think it was Nagito. I don't know. I'm probably wrong. What changed him? Well, but that's true too. He did get the like secret clue from winning the game, right? So maybe that could have been it. Maybe the clue to that might be hidden here as well. Okay, but first there's Monokuma over here. Be very, very quiet. I got an achievement. Okay, well, this is the obvious glowing item. A fancy-looking treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights is totally standing out. Ah, could this be...
Can you let me know if you find my treasure? It's a magnificent treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights.
Perhaps.
That treasure box.
Chiaki, you know about this?
Yep.
It's really cute.
Oh, she was just reacting. This looks like Monomi's stolen treasure box. If this is here, that means the thief Monomi was talking about was Nagito. But why would Nagito steal this? In order to find out, it might be good to see what's inside.
Hold it.
Is it gonna be okay? It looks a little dangerous.
It might be, but this could be some kind of clue, you know? If this wasn't important, Nagito wouldn't have stolen it from Monomi in the first place. I turned back to where the treasure box and cautiously opened the lid. It's not locked? Inside, there was a notebook. Usami General Purpose Notebook. This is it? Why is a notebook inside this treasure box? Like it's something important. I took the notebook out of the treasure box and began leafing through it. It contained sloppy drawings as if they were drawn by children and entries that looked like chicken scratch. Byakuya became the leader. I think everyone's tired of... I don't know. Hello. Day 1.
Oh, I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up and things turned bad. Day 2. Byakuya is the leader.
Oh, is it? Does it go from right to left? That's cool. Because Japan.
Day 2. Byakuya is the leader. A lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired.
What is this? A diary?
Looks like it. Did Monomi write these?
Probably. These pictures and entries totally suit her. I kept flipping through the pages. Maybe there's something hidden. Day 3, day 4, day 5. Page after page of poorly written entries continued on in the notebook. I don't really understand, but it looks like there aren't any clues here. Right when I was about to give up, my hand suddenly stopped on an entry titled Day 16. How many days has it been per... Oh, okay.
Day 16. We've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go in the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him.
Huh?
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen?
Oh, it's nothing.
Hey, stop! Don't look at my notebook!
Whoa! From out of nowhere, Monomi suddenly appeared and took the notebook out of my hand.
I won't forgive
Phew,
you.
I did ask you to look for my treasure box, but I never said you were allowed to peek inside.
Jeez, that was close.
Geez, that was close. If I had come any later, he would have seen the inside of the notebook. Unfortunately, you were a little too late.
Huh?
But if this notebook is here, then Nagito was the thief.
No!
Betrayal! I was betrayed by my beloved student.
Hey.
Hey, that notebook. It's pretty much your diary, right? Diary? It seems that way. That's right. This is my important diary where all my maiden secrets are hidden.
Hey, you're a liar.
Oh, you always show up out of nowhere.
Why you?
Monomi, it's not good to lie, you know. Lie? There's no way you wrote in that notebook. After all, Monomi can't even write. Huh?
Ooh, what are you saying? Jeez, I can write letters easily. I can finally write the letter B.
That's wrong.
No, you can't, because you have no fingers on your hands.
Yeah.
Phew.
That's true. I've never thought about that. See? Bullseye. I know, because I'm the same way, too.
What?
Huh? Are you mad? Are you angry that I exposed a weakling like you?
Hey.
So that's what this is about. You're seriously trying to crush me.
What are you saying?
What are you saying? There's no way a big brother would ever crush his little sister.
It looks like the time to settle things between us is getting closer every second.
Whoa, she sounds so different now. Hey, I don't know why you're getting so serious, but is what Monokuma said true?
Huh?
He said you didn't write in that notebook. Is that true? If so, who wrote in it?
Well, you know, it's, how should I put it?
Bye-bye.
Excuse me?
Hold on! Damn it, she totally ran away again. Imposter?
Yep.
The same pattern as usual. Looks like it's a waste of time to try to get answers from her.
But still, I really wanted to ask her about that notebook. Well, actually, it might be better that I didn't ask her. Interesting! Okay, what else is there? The window! Basic layout is just like my cottage. There's nothing about this window that really catches my eye. The fridge? Bookshelf? Okay, let's look at the fridge. There's a refrigerator. Is it?
Huh?
Nice. My cottage doesn't even have a refrigerator. I wonder where he got it from.
Nuggeto probably supplied it himself.
Why would he go to the trouble of putting a refrigerator in his room? Does he really enjoy cold drinks?
As I talked with Chalky, I opened the refrigerator out of curiosity, and there was a head inside. Oh. What? There really isn't much inside. The only thing inside the refrigerator was a brown bottle with the very obvious label.
For someone who likes cold drinks, it doesn't look like he stocked very much.
Read the bottle, please.
But that bottle clearly isn't a drink, right?
Really? It looks like some kind of dietary supplement to me. Protein powder? Really? You can't read the giant label on it that says Monokuma's special poison for poisoning use only? You think that looks like a dietary supplement, Hajime? I took the brown bottle out of the fridge and started reading the label. Oh, now you... Let me look at this. Oh, now I can see the label. Like, what the fuck? Exclusively made for poisoning someone to death? Hey, this is...
Maybe?
Yeah, looks like it's poison.
Poison?
Looks like there's a warning label on the back. Let's examine it in a little more detail. But be careful with that bottle, don't drop it.
Stop it. If you were like that, I'm gonna get nervous. I grabbed the bottle with my trembling hand and began reading the warning label on the back of the bottle. Poison made specifically for killing someone. It's Monokuma's special poison. This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air. It breaks down in minutes and it is susceptible to hydrolysis, so it is possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or plastic container away from sunlight. Is that how they killed Nagito? If they used this and then set it on, like, you lit it on fire to turn it into a gaseous form? I don't know.
This sure does look like a chemical made solely for poisoning someone to death. The refrigerator must be here to keep the poison secure.
But where did Nagito get something like this?
Well,
That question could apply to the bomb he used at the hotel, too.
Light of the bomb?
see?
There should be a reason Nagito was able to obtain such dangerous items.
The octagon inside the funhouse. It's poison. He must have brought it with him from there too, right?
Perhaps.
He was probably hiding them somewhere in his body during the last class trial.
He was hiding a bomb and poison during the class trial?
Jeez, how dangerous. What would he have done if he accidentally tripped and broke the bottle?
Just thinking about it scares me.
Hey.
Also, he already blew up the bomb he took with him at the lobby. But what about this poison?
Huh? And maybe that's why not Nagito. That's why Monokuma didn't let us go in to the warehouse after like clearing the smoke, but maybe it was really to air out the rest of the poison.
It looks like the bottle is less than half empty. Was it like this from the beginning? Or did Nagito use it? If so, where did he use it? I wonder, is there still a trap somewhere that hasn't been sprung yet?
Another trap?
Perhaps.
For example, maybe he was making some kind of trap using this poison before he died. If that actually exists, it'd be real bad. It could potentially kill everyone on this island.
Everyone on the island? What the hell? Nagito, are you still trying to make us suffer? Are you still trying to make us suffer even after you've died? Curious. Monokuma's special poison. Alright, that's not everything. Bookshelf then. There's a lot of books arranged here. Did Nagito bring these from the library? In addition to books, there's a bunch of random crap stuffed under the shelf.
It might take a lot of time for us to thoroughly go through that stuff.
Hey, hey.
Let's just leave it for later.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. Oh. The bed? I don't know. The bed that comes with the cottages, it looks like just like the one in my room, but there's no pillow.
Hey, hey.
Maybe there's something hidden under his bed. It's a usual place for hiding things.
Yeah, like porn. What? Yeah, we should still check just in case. With no expectations and without thinking, I peeked under the bed and... There's something here! It's a plastic bag from the supermarket. It looks like there's something inside. A gas mask and gloves?
It looks like a gas mask and rubber gloves.
Interesting.
These look like the real deal. Did he get these from the military base?
A gas mask and rubber gloves. He was hiding these under his bed. What did Nagito use this stuff for? Interesting, interesting. Okay, okay.
Hajime.
Was there anything else under the bed?
Let's see. I peeked under the bed once again and started looking around the area where I found the supermarket bag and... Huh? There's a small piece of paper on the floor. A piece of paper made of blue aluminum? Is it maybe like the top to the poison?
A round, thin piece of aluminum, huh? It's similar to those seals that go over jars of unopened mayonnaise.
I get what you're saying, but does that mean this is just a piece of trash?
Wait.
Hmm,
Time out.
who knows?
Might be too soon to decide that. Interesting. Piece of blue paper. Okay. Guess let's talk to Chiaki one more time.
Our time for investigation is winding down.
So...
Bookshelf might take some time to investigate.
Okay. Well, I think I did do all the other areas, right? The mysterious items stuffed on the shelf. The genres and the types of items are also random. I can't make any sense out of them whatsoever.
Well?
They say a shelf is a mirror that reflects a person's heart.
Do they now?
I definitely don't know much about Nagito just by looking at this.
So what should we do? It'd be really difficult to look through all these piles.
That doesn't mean we should ignore it, though.
Yep.
I'll leave it to you then, Hajime.
Wait, what?
It's better if a boy goes through another boy's things. You know, there might be private stuff in there.
Well, that might be true, but
See?
So, I'll leave the shelf to you.
I think I just got persuaded to do this without realizing it. I sighed and walked toward the shelf. One by one, I started removing the various books and items and examining each one. But even as I examined them carefully, they were still a bunch of random books and items. There's no way there are any clues here. Huh? Yeah, that book. Well, that file wasn't the only one I received from Monokuma. This is another one. I feel like that was not Hajime talking in the first one, right? That's Seal. Indeed, it's a school badge of Hope Speak Academy.
Does that have information about our stolen memories?
Unfortunately, I couldn't find any clues about that. This file doesn't contain our information, just Hajime's information. Nagito said this only contained information about me, but is that really true? If I look at this, it should be obvious, right? And he said I was from the reserve department and had no talent whatsoever. That might be another one of his lies, too. I opened the file I held in my hand to confirm that. Instantly, I realized something was strange. If this really has only my information, then why is this file so thick? Because you got played, son. Oops. Sorry. I accidentally clicked. Aside from my information, there's information about the others. Kazuishi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, and Sonia, and everyone who died had pages of information about them too. The file contained information on all 16 of us. Only my information, my ass. I can't believe he'd make up such a strange lie. So that means the rest of it might be a lie too? I turned to the page containing my information and began reading through the content. The profile contained basic information such as my date of birth, my height and weight, and so forth. There is one thing that specifically caught my eye. The words reserve course student. There is no denying it. It confirmed that I truly was a reserve course student from the reserve department. Why is this the only thing that isn't a lie? Why am I the only one here who's from the reserve department? Why am I here with all the other ultimates? I want to know everyone else's info.
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen?
Well, I just found a strange file.
Isn't that the special prize Nagito received when he cleared the final dead room? As I recall, your student profile should be in there.
It's not just my profile. Profiles of everyone on this island are in here too. Nagito was lying.
Huh?
When you say everyone, do you mean everyone?
Yeah, it's just basic information, but there should be profiles for all 16 of us.
Can I take a look at that file?
Chucky leaned against me and peered into the file.
You're right. My profile is really in here. But unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any details.
Details?
Details about our missing
Yeah.
memories. Information about the time we spent at Hope's Peak Academy. If it's not written in there...
There's another book, isn't there?
These profiles might have been written before we entered the academy.
Isn't there another book? Or am I remembering wrong?
Then it's impossible to obtain new clues from them.
Yeah, seems like it.
Hold on.
Huh?
What happened?
I just noticed it right now, but... Tell me there's 17 students.
The file. His name isn't in there, right?
Byakuya?
There's supposed to be 16 names worth of profiles, but his name is the only one missing, right?
Who are you talking about?
Byakuya.
Yeah!
I'm talking about Byakuya Togami.
That's not the real Byakuya!
Look carefully. No matter where I look, I don't see his name anywhere.
So who is he really?
No way!
So what if a name isn't written in that file? Perhaps based on that, you think he might be the traitor?
No, it's not just because his name isn't written in here. That's not the only reason I think he's suspicious. He participated in the killing school life at Hope's Peak Academy, right? For someone like him, to be in a similar situation on this island, no matter what, it's definitely suspicious. Here we go!
Well, it pains me to say this, but what you're saying about the missing name and about the killing school life,
Too bad!
it's totally wrong. There's a completely different reason.
A different reason?
You're getting all riled up!
Really?
How should I put this? You guys have been getting all worked up about that Byakuya for no reason. Which means the great mystery that you think surrounds that Byakuya doesn't exist. You're basing it on one person's cheap speculation.
Well, what do you mean?
What the heck?
You don't have to ask me that. You'd know the answer just by looking through those profiles, right?
Huh? My eyes turned back to the file. One by one, I started flipping through the pages and confirming the names. And suddenly, I came across a page that was filled with question marks. Ultimate imposter! Oh. Oh. Every section was filled with question marks. It could barely be considered a student profile. So there is someone who's been going around. There's On that page, I was only able to confirm one thing. Ultimate imposter?
That's that Byakuya's true identity.
True identity?
He was a fake that was pretending to be the ultimate affluent progeny Byakuya Togami.
Yes, but did he... He's not dead. There's no way he died that early then. A fake? He has to be important.
Hey!
The fact that his profile is filled with question marks isn't a mistake or an oversight. Surprisingly enough, that's the correct information regarding him. The ultimate imposter has no name, no permanent address, and even his age and gender is unknown. Then why do you say his, huh? Come on, this game came out a long time ago, so it's probably less pronoun savvy. Basically, he doesn't exist. Because he doesn't exist, he's able to exist as anybody. That's his talent. Pooh! Though I'm not jealous of that at all.
Monokuma loves himself. That person wasn't really Byakuya Togami? Fuck yes!
Perhaps.
Is that why he was so much fatter compared to when he was involved in the killing school life?
So cool!
His physique doesn't affect his ability to fool others at all. Real imposters are skilled like that.
I thought it would just be like a fat suit or something. Or, like, you know, and like prosthetics, like, you know. Then he was lying to us the whole time?
But still.
But he couldn't help it.
What? Why couldn't he help it?
Oh.
Because that was his talent.
Huh?
Well, having talent means you're also bound to that talent. The moment you obtain talent, your way of life has already been chosen for you. You can't do anything else except rely on that talent, regardless of whether you want that life or not. In that sense, compared to the other ultimates, your life might be a bit more liberating.
What the hell?
Anyway,
Anyway, I'm not happy that you guys fell for a scam that I had nothing to do with.
that's right!
So I'll tell you straight up, this revelation about Byakuya is exactly the truth.
Then, what was he trying to say to me at that time?
I cannot talk to others about my past. I suspect that my skeptical nature is partly to blame.
I can't remember but how I did Byakuya's voice. Distrusting others, and being distrusted in turn. For a long time, my life has been a living hell.
Based on that context, if I had to guess,
No.
maybe he was just complaining that he was cursed to wander the earth as nothing more than a fraud. But if you guys had your school memories, you never would have been betrayed in the first place. I mean, it'd be different if you were meeting him for the first time. But since you guys went to Hope's Peak Academy, you should have known about the ultimate imposter already.
So in the end, it all leads back to memory loss.
Phew!
Geez, the Future Foundation sure is awful. There's no way you should ignore Monomi or the traitor.
Who is it? Who's the traitor? Just from looking at these 16 profiles, I still wouldn't know who's from the Future Foundation. Is there really someone like that?
Of course!
Well, obviously you wouldn't know. I made that file so you guys couldn't find out.
Could it be?
So it's just as I thought. You're the one who did it.
Hey,
The fact that there are 16 profiles in there is what's wrong. I mean, the traitor is a spy sent by the Future Foundation, not a student from Hope's Peak Academy.
You made a fake profile for the traitor and included it in here?
correct!
It wouldn't be fun if you figured out who their traitor was so easily, right?
Hey.
Then we can't use this file to figure out who the traitor is. That was true for Nakito too, right?
Well, probably. So interesting.
It's dripping with despair, isn't it? You wasted your precious time on something that isn't a clue.
Are you sure about
Was that a wise decision? Time's up, you know.
Time's up? Wait.
Excuse me for a moment.
Ding dong, bing bong. It's time for trial. I couldn't make that a sentence for some reason. The chime just now?
Attention.
What is most important for living things?
Life needs things to live.
Well, personally, I think time is.
10 points if you got that reference.
I mean, your bank account may go up and down, but time will inevitably run out, right? That's why we gotta cherish time. There is nothing more wasteful than wasting time.
I feel personally attacked. I waste a lot of time.
So, time's up. We will begin the last class trial. So please gather at Monokuma Rock.
Oh, he even admits it's the last one. Oh yeah, cause there's the timer and everything, right?
I'll see you soon.
Shit! The last class trial? He said that, right? He said last class trial?
Yep.
Yeah, I heard it too. He really did say it was the last class trial.
What do you think? Should we believe him?
Monokuma seemed anxious about the Monokuma timer earlier, right? 2 more days? And he said something about the killing school trip ending, right?
Based on the time limit, this might definitely be the last one. I'm so curious
Yeah.
what happens after.
But I can't imagine that it's the real end.
And... Huh?
I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that.
His real plan? Is Monokuma still planning to make us do something? What could it be? Maybe, after putting us through all this, he's planning to kill the remaining survivors all at once?
Well,
Still, it's also not a good idea to think about it too much, I think. I think we should focus on the class trial that's waiting for us first.
You're right. A class trial for Nagito's murder. We're pretty screwed. I haven't collected my thoughts because we were so focused on this file. I still can't see who killed Nagito.
but still,
Well, you don't have to worry so much.
Huh?
right?
I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know?
You're right. You're absolutely right. We're not alone. Even if it's a mystery that can't be solved alone, as long as everyone cooperates and works together. Yeah, if we do that, things will turn out fine.
Will they?
Oh, you're making me walk there? Oh yeah, and the last one we didn't go to Monokuma Rock, so... Also, I think this is the
Damn
first
right.
thing that I've done, but my hair is purple! Thought I would point that out. The purple in my hair. Woo! It's kind of faded to the wrong color, but I'm really liking my bangs. Anyways, looks like everyone's here. Huh? Is this it? Shouldn't there be more people?
Damn it.
Stop it, you're making me depressed. You're making me depressed.
So, it is going to happen again. The cruel conflict where we must doubt our friends.
But once we're through this, we can go back, right?
That's right.
That Monokuma bastard said so, didn't he? He said this is the last class trial, but you don't know what's gonna happen after that, hun.
Damn it.
But we've been tricked every step of the way. There's no way I can believe that so easily.
Of course not.
Why can't you believe it? The guy who's making us do all this is the one saying it, you know?
You know, right?
That's why I'll definitely survive. If we can really go home after we deal with this class trial,
That's right.
I'll definitely find out who the killer is, no matter what, even if I have to pull out all the stops. What the fuck? Why are you here?
You haven't realized it yet? That feeling of wanting to leave this island, thinking like that is Monokuma's trap, you know?
Huh?
Huh? What are you saying?
Got it?
There's no way Monokuma will end things here.
She sounds so, like, weird and ominous now.
He's planning something far worse.
Ah, stop trying to jinx us.
I'll beat you
Damn right. Stupid rabbit should just shut up.
Everyone, you mustn't run away from despair.
Huh?
I have finally realized, after losing my powers, I've realized that cursing your powerlessness or your fate accomplishes nothing. The possibility may be small, but as long as there's a possibility, you must face it in order to become someone who could be proud of yourself. So I will fight.
Huh?
What's her deal?
I do not really know, but she seems different from before.
Maybe she read it. What is that smug little heh? Maybe she... Maybe she read a self-help book.
Wait.
But her eyes, she looked so determined.
You.
How can you tell just by looking at those button eyes? Anyway, make sure you turn off Minimaru. It'd be annoying if he started talking during the trial. Ah, fine.
But still,
Somehow,
Why does that feel important?
somehow, I understand what Monomi is saying, I think.
Anyway, let's get going. To the last class trial.
yep.
You're right. We need to fight as much as we can, no matter what hopeless truth awaits us in the end.
Roar. This is the end. I kept saying those words to myself over and over within my mind. I entered Monokuma Rock. Here we go. So interesting. Wow, it's so rumbly. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
There's only 6 of us. This elevator ride. This will be the last time for this too, right? I hope so.
Well,
Let's worry about things after we're finished.
you are right.
More importantly, we must focus on the class trial before us.
What a empty elevator.
Damn it.
The killer managed to kill someone like Nagito. There's no way this is gonna go smoothly. I mean, I still can't believe one of us was able to do that.
Nagito was problematic in many ways, but he was also a valuable asset during the trials.
Yeah, you're right. In fact, during the Funhouse ordeal, we were completely dependent on him. But even if he's gone, the ones who've survived need to stand and fight. We must fight. Ding. And then the door slowly opened, this bright light greeting us. Is that the light of hope? Or the light of despair? Oh.
Well now.
Well then, now that the chatterbox Nagito is gone, there are only 6 of you left.
Shut the hell up!
Enough, just fucking start this already.
Hey, this is it, right? This is really the last class trial, right?
Yep.
Yep, it sure is. So, you gotta show some enthusiasm and make sure you give it your all.
All right!
Didn't I tell you? He said it. This is the end.
Now then.
And let's get this trial started.
Viva killing!
Viva killing.
This is the last class trial. Let's show some enthusiasm and kill each other.
This is the 5th class trial. According to Monokuma, this is also the last class trial. That curtain is about to rise. Nagito Komaeda, the ultimate lucky student. When I first met him, I thought he was a nice guy. He came across as very sociable. Oh, God. But his true nature held such a demented thought process that was nothing like his outward appearance. Forgot about that. Look, he said he believed in hope more than anything else. He said he was yearning for a powerful hope that can overcome any despair. He said he would even help despair just to prove that hope will never lose to despair. And he said he'd become a stepping stone for hope. His way of thinking was completely screwed up. But there were also times he saved us too. Someone like him was killed. That was the end of him. And I have no idea at all who did it, but there's no way we can end this without knowing. We will be consumed by despair. Oh, only Chiaki on this one. That's why we absolutely have to find out. The person who finished off Nagito. The killer who murdered Nagito. Oh, it's Agano. In order to return from this despair alive, we need to reach the truth. And if Monokuma says this is really the last class trial, that's all the more reason we need to do this. And so, this life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, the last one, has begun. I'd laugh if it's not the last one, like how there was like 2 at the end of the last game. I would like to save, but I have no more save slots. So I'm just gonna save it to this one. I do wish, yes. Okay, there we go. We're gonna do this next time, but that's the investigation done. I honestly still have no idea. Because I think it could literally be anybody. I still believe in Chiaki. I don't think Chiaki would ever do anything bad. But like, and Sonia kind of too, but everyone else, everyone's fair game. And I still believe there's gotta be some sort of a twist, some sort of like, oh, you know, especially with learning about the ultimate imposter. I don't think someone's still alive or someone's death was fake. This death might be fake, who knows? But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for notifications when I put out new videos. I'll see you in the next one where we will do this trial. It'll split it up into 2, but either way, bye!